Hello everyone, this is Tom from Dirk Witte Music Store in Utrecht, the Netherlands. And today we're taking a look at a really cool Eastman guitar for an Eastman artist. This is the Eastman Henry James signature Juliet electric guitar in a beautiful sunburst finish. It's probably the first Juliet Eastman that we have covered here on the channel, so that is very cool to see, and even cooler because this is then made in collaboration with a very cool player, Henry James being, and he's kind of like a he's an American player, and he very much plays like music in style of like 1960s and 1970s blues, psychedelic influence style rock music, and he is a really great player, very talented musician at that, and he has gotten together with Eastman to create this really cool electric guitar. So yeah, let's dive into the specs. So this is the Juliet body style, which is a very unique body style, really unique to Eastman. So this is definitely not a copy of like any other type of model by one of the bigger brands which you might tend to think of when you think of Eastman. So this is a really unique body style of their own, which has some really cool and unique type of features and specs. Mainly we've got like this raised part in the middle, which kind of reminds you maybe of like a Gibson Firebird. As you can tell, you've got this raised part over here, and you don't have that on the back, so that is different from like a Firebird, for example. And it is also not a neck through construction, but yeah, but it is probably inspired by that. And then the body, by the way, is also made from a rather unique wood, because it is made from okume, and okume is kind of a mahogany-like type of tone wood. It is a little bit more sustainable, if I'm not mistaken on that. It is also grown in Africa, and it is, from what I had just read on online, it is like in mahogany on steroids, if that makes sense. Like that you even get like more mids, and it is warmer and like fatter than like typical mahogany. So yeah, let's hear if it is indeed the case in a minute. And then the neck is also made from that same wood, from okume. We've got two Seymour Duncan Firebird style mini humbucker pickup. These are the Seymour Duncan vintage mini humbuckers, and you can definitely tell that these look very much the same as Firebird pickups that you find in a Gibson Firebird. So also then in theme with that raised part in the middle. So that is real cool to see. Got a three-way pickup selector, but kind of like in a blade type of switch. So that is also quite unique. We've got a two-pneumatic bridge, kind of ABR1 in style, but you still do get like studs that are then first installed into the body, and then the posts are installed on there, and then the bridge is installed onto that. But you can then raise and lower it and such, as you would expect. We have got a Bixby style tremolo system or vibrato system, or I could maybe more so say like a Duesenberg style, or maybe like both of them, because the bass, like the trem itself minus the arm, is very much like Bixby B5 style, but then the trem arm is more so like Duesenberg style, also then with that little hole over here and the fact that you can twist it all the way. So yeah, a really cool trem at that. We've got two volume controls for each of your humbucker pickups, and then a master tone control. And then we've also got a really unique style pickguard, because that is kind of installed into the body, like that it is sunken into the body. Whereas most pickguards are either installed on top of the body, like directly on top of the body, or raised from the body, but this is installed into the body. So that is really unique to see. I've not yet seen that before, I think. Looks really cool. Again, the neck made from okume, the same wood as the body. The fingerboard is made out of ebony. You've got these small dot mother of pearl inlays. And as for the profile for the neck, it's kind of chunky, a little bit medium to thick, but really nicely rounded. They describe it as a They don't describe it as any sort of a neck profile, but it is kind of like a medium to thick profile. Definitely a C shape very comfortable and also quite consistent. So it is as thick over here as it is over here. And then the radius is 12 inches, so that is rather traditional. Got a bone nut, and the width is 1.68 inches. And we've also got a really unique headstock style that is also unique to this model and unique to Eastman. And it is also like flipped, so that your wound strings are on top and then your unwound high strings are at the bottom, whereas normally or traditionally it would be the other way around. And it is also staggered, so you don't need a string tree, so that is also kind of unique. You also then get the truss rod access over there in that little hole that maybe you can see over there. Hold it up a little bit closer to the camera, you can see a hole over there that you can then put your Allen key into. And then we've got that Eastman logo done in mother of pearl, and you also then got a like a raised part and a lower part, so also kind of inspired by the Gibson Firebird. Last thing to mention, it also comes with a hard shell case, so that is also really cool to see. You really get the full package with that. And yeah, all in all, this is a really interesting and a very cool, unique model to Eastman, and that this model is made for a very cool player just makes it even more cool at that. So yeah, let's see what it sounds like. But first, if you're interested in this Eastman Henry James Juliet electric guitar, be sure to head over to the links in the description for further details. If you enjoyed this demo, be sure to like the video and to subscribe to the channel for more cool weekly demos of cool electric guitars like these, or cool acoustics, bass guitars, amplifiers even, all of that really cool stuff. Also be sure to like us and to follow us on our socials, Instagram and Facebook. Links are also in the description. With all that being said, let's see what this Eastman Henry James Juliet electric guitar sounds like. I'm going to be playing it through the 1966 Fender Super Reverb. First I'll be playing you the clean tones, and then I'll be playing you the dirty tones, for which I will be using the MXR Duke of Tone overdrive / distortion pedal. So let's get to that part and take this really sweet and unique Eastman electric guitar for a spin.